Hello children, welcome back. So hope all of you are doing well. So again we are back with chapter number 6, the polar bear. So up to page number 84 we have read in our previous lesson. So before starting today's lesson, let's recapitulate what we have seen in our previous lesson. So we have seen that polar bear lives in the place of near Arctic Ocean near the North Pole, and which is fully covered with snow. Okay, and the waters are also frozen because of low climatic condition. Okay, and what we have seen that the ice are too thick. Okay, there that polar bear has to depend on fish and seal to live. Okay, so let's start with page number 85. Now I shall tell you a few special things that the polar bear has. Let's see, children, what are the special things? His coat of hair is much thicker than the coat of any other bear. Coat of hair means the skin, okay, and the fur. Why? Because he lives in a colder place than any other bear. Also, he sometimes has to swim through the icy water to get to a floating field of ice so that he can catch fish. Then, although his hair gets wet, he has a thick lining of fat inside his coat to keep him warm. So, what is the special thing that keeps a bear, the polar bear, warm? That is a thick lining of fat, okay, inside his coat, inside his fur, okay. The next special thing about the polar bear is that his hair is all white. We all know that polar bear's colors are white, like the color of everything around him. So when the polar bear sits down very quietly, nobody can see him, even from a short distance. And that is why neither the fish nor the seal can see him, and they get caught. So this is the reason, okay, why polar bears are having white fur, okay, in order to hide themselves from their prey. Okay, now that is one of the wonderful things about many wild animals. So this is not only in the case of polar bear but also many other wild animals. Let's see. They are of same color as the place where they live. You know that a lion's skin is yellow, the color of sand, and he lives in countries where there are lots of sandy places. Similarly, the tiger's yellow and black stripes keep him hidden when he stalks his prey. Now, stalks means follows silently, okay? But now I shall tell you more about the polar bear. He has 3 other special things. The soles of his feet. Soles means the part of the feet that touches the ground, okay, when you stand or walk, okay. Now, the feet are hairy. He has a small head and a long neck. The soles of feet of other bears are smooth. Can you name any other bears except polar bears? Can you name 1 or 2 other bears? Okay, I'll give the answer for you. Okay, other bears like brown bear, black bear, grizzly bear. Okay, these are the examples of other bears. Now, their feet are not as smooth as the polar bear. Okay, but the soles of the polar bear are covered with long hair, just like his body. Why? Because he has to walk on ice, which is very slippery, and he needs to have the sole of his feet covered with hair. Otherwise, he would sleep on the ice. Okay? Now, the polar bear has a smaller head than any other kind of bear. Why? To make it easier for him to put his head through the hole in the ice. You remember, children, in our previous lesson we talked about this hole. So, when he is catching fish, he has to put his head inside the hole in order to catch those, okay. Other kinds of bears do not have to put their heads into a hole to get anything to eat, so they do not need to have a small head. The polar bear also has a longer neck than any other kind of bear. Why? To give him a longer reach while catching fish with his jaws without tumbling. Tumbling means falling, okay, into the water himself. Other bears who live on dry land do not need to reach out like that, and so they have shorter necks. So, how many things you learn, children? In the live class, I'm going to ask you, okay, about polar bear. So, thank you, children. Here we end this chapter. Hope all of you have enjoyed learning this story, and please read loudly back at your home. So, thank you, children, and take care of yourself.